What's up, Lions Nation? Sorry for the little bit of a delay. We got to share the story of what just happened, Stat Man.
Yeah, so I had my media volume down, and I couldn't hear the Soul Man here, and I don't know. It was all messed up, so my fault. I turned my media volume up, and I could hear him. I thought it was his mic. I didn't know what was going on, but we're here.
Yep, we are here. We made it. And it's Monday. I know Monday Night Football is on right now, so hopefully we still get some people coming in here. Perry is in the house. Says, yo, what's up, Perry?
Hey, did you happen to check over on Facebook to see if we're streaming over there?
Yeah, if you could. We're supposed to be streaming on YouTube Live and live on Facebook at the same time.
He says he does not see it on Facebook.
All right. Well, I will have to look into that because we are supposed to be streaming on there right now. So, either way, welcome in, Statman. It's victory. Oh, so sweet victory Monday.
Oh yes, it was awesome. Seeing Ben Johnson coming in to the Lions' den and getting shredded up by an offense that everybody says wasn't as good without Ben Johnson. Guess what? We just put up 52 points.
There was a press conference, and they asked Ben Johnson about Dan Campbell running up the score. And he said, what would you do?
Well, he said he's like, they're either going to kick the field goal or they're going to go for it. And we know what Dan's going to do. He goes for it on fourth down. It wasn't a surprise to him at all. I mean, he was used to it. And another thing is, Jared Goff tied the most passing touchdowns in that game that he's had in his career. On top of that, he passed Bobby Lane for second in passing yards in franchise history with the Detroit Lions. And this is his fourth year? Start of his fourth? Pretty good.
Yeah, now before I got all the stats from the game. We're going to take a look at that tonight. Hey, thank you for everybody that's in here right now. We got 7 of you in here right now. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure you throw some comments in the comments. We are up to 256 subscribers over the last couple of days. We are gaining subscribers, so that is awesome. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing on that march to 500. We appreciate all of you. Perry, I know you've been out there sharing the podcast like crazy, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and 6 more subscribers since Saturday night. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't blowing out the doors with subscribers, but even one is something. You know, we got to start somewhere. So
yes, it definitely is.
I love it. Yeah, man. I mean, the Bears came into town and we saw the Detroit Lions that we had been thinking that we were going to see week 1. It was like a whole different team. Well, some people are going to say it was Chicago, but I don't know, because I thought there were times where, Chicago was able to score. It's not like they didn't score anything, but the Lions came right out of the gate ready to go and just stomped the mud hole Sunday.
Yeah, they did. I mean, look at the entire team all the way around, offense, defense, special teams. We were all clicking. They were all clicking on all cylinders. Our defense was actually getting pressure on the quarterback. Got a lot of sacks, a lot of quarterback pressures. Caleb Williams, I mean, he still threw some touchdowns, and that touchdown that DeAndre Swift got was in garbage time, so it didn't really count. We were kind of playing relaxed on him at the end. But how do you not stop us as a professional football team from putting up 52? That's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me.
Perry says it was a great week. Only bad takeaway was Jared Goff needs to work on his jumping skills. Yeah, and he said that in the press conference. He said it was real bad what he did there, but he's always wanted to do that. When they were showing that sign, I was hoping so bad they would score a touchdown there. and go up there and jump in that. I was hoping so bad, and then they did it. So that was pretty funny.
One guy has become a highlight reel. 2 catches, 2 one-handed grabs. The guy is a monster. I just wish they would involve him more on the offense. He was even out there doing some good run blocking out there. Seen him getting chippy with the defender.
Dan Campbell said anytime that they want a one-handed catch, they're going to put him in. And then he laughed, but then he said he's definitely going to be looking at getting more playing time. So, which rightfully I think he should.
Oh, absolutely. Tesla is a freak of nature with his size, his ability. I mean, his jumping skills is crazy. And how he just, I don't know how he does it. People are giving him the name Mayotron. That's what I've been hearing going around.
I mean, you put him out there more with JMO, with St. Brown, Laporta still lately. I mean, that's going to be devastating for defenses. You add him out there more often.
And look at JMO. JMO came out and had a couple big catches too. So
he only had 2 receptions, but he had over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah. And a touchdown.
Newsflash, my fantasy football season has not been going well.
Mine hasn't either.
I will say there is hope because Nico Collins has already scored a touchdown. So, yippee.
It's positive. Positive, yes. No.
Yes. It just popped up on my screen, so I had to share.
And for anybody in our league, Perry, that includes you, I am targeting Tucker Kraft in waivers. So I'm thinking I'm going to be number 1 on waiver order. Not sure. I think that's how it works, though. I'm going to be the lowest scoring this week. So I should be on the top of waivers.
I might be right there with you, though, buddy.
Tucker Kraft is gone. If he comes to me, he's gone.
Perry says he feels us. His fantasy hope is over.
I know all 3 of us starting out 0-2, right?
Yeah, I need like 100 points in order to win. So not happening.
Well, Sam was up on me like 20 something points. I have 1 person left to play, and she's got 3. I'm like, yep. Ain't no coming back in that one.
Oh, fantasy football. What a fun thing. All right. So let's take a look at the player stats. Jared Goff was 23 for 28, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Montgomery had 11 carries with 57 yards and a touchdown. St. Brown, 9 receptions, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns for Amon-Ra. Jameson Williams, 2 receptions, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. Oh my gosh, Andy. Wow, brain fart. Tesla. Oh my God, Andy. 1 reception, 29 yards. I had to throw that in there just because the catch was beautiful. Like, that's all he does, I guess. Brock Wright had 3 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown. And then Sam Laporta had 3 receptions for 26 yards. So that's your offensive stats. Obviously, Statman, if we had this side by side with last week, it's no comparison.
Oh, it's a complete turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, Goff throwing for almost 400 yards, threw for 5 touchdowns. The offensive line did their job. The defensive line, which we'll see, did their job. The defensive backs played a lot better. It's surprising to me. So it's either Green Bay was just that good, or the Bears are really horrible, or the Lions just went back to natural form like they have been and just dominated that game.
Well, I'm sorry, but a professional team shouldn't allow 52 points in a game. So Chicago is that bad. So everybody's saying Chicago is going to be on the top of the division. They're still bottom feeders. And then you watch what happened with Minnesota. They also beat Chicago. They didn't look any better against Atlanta. J.J. McCarthy's out for the next game. And he had a rating lower than what he would have if he just spiked the ball all game. That's insane.
And now JJ McCarthy has an ankle injury now. So he's going to be out possibly even a couple weeks. So
Horrible.
I honestly, maybe I'm wrong here, but he didn't look hurt at all in that entire game. You know what I mean? Unless he just didn't show it, maybe they're just using that as an excuse to set him without making it look like they're just sitting him. You know what I mean?
I've seen a picture where he got rolled up on pretty good
Did he?
by a
Okay.
defender. Yeah, his
I
leg
was just
got
thinking-
rolled up on.
I was just thinking about it earlier, like maybe he's not ready yet. But
It looked like what happened with Hutch in the game against the Chicago Bears. I don't know if you've seen that where the offensive lineman rolled up on the back of his leg. I was just like, no.
when he started limping, I was fucking freaking out, bro. I was like, no way.
We can't lose Hutch. We can't.
So offensive stats, stat man. What's really? I mean, obviously they're all good, but what's sticking out to you the most here?
The ability to block, the ability to pass off play action, being able to run helps that. I mean, if you notice, like the play action, Goff was outstanding in that game off play action. I said it in our show, in the pregame show. They have to do play action. It's what Goff strives on. It's what he's strived on his entire career, is throwing off the play action. But you have to have a run game to make defenders think you're actually going to run the ball. That allows the linebackers and the safeties to come up and allows things over top.
Ferry says that offensive line stepped it up big time. Yeah, I agree. It was like a whole different. None of those stats that I had up there happen if you're not blocking and you're not getting your blocking assignments correct. That doesn't happen. And that they were blocking, obviously. You don't throw 5 touchdowns and almost 400 yards if you're not getting time. And you don't run the ball for almost 100 yards. Well, over 100 yards combined between the two if you're not blocking. Like, all that has to come in.
And I'm sorry, but Chicago has good defenders on that team. They have a good defense. We just exploited them.
I'm kind of wondering if the first week was just just not ready or something. I don't know. I don't get it. I hate bringing it up, but it is mind-boggling how you go from the first week to the second week. Like, the performance was just a complete 180.
It's first game jitters, and I also think that Green Bay has been they've had a chip on their shoulder for a while now with us. That was the first time Jordan Love has beat us in Lambeau Field.
Well, let's take a look at our defensive stats. Brian Branch had 6 tackles and 1 sack. Muhammad had 3 tackles, 1 sack. Kirby Joseph had 2 tackles and an interception. Aiden Hutchinson had 1 tackle and 1 sack. And then Davenport with a tackle and a sack. I only picked those guys because there was a lot of other guys with tackles, obviously, but I'm picking the guys that had some tackles, but also, a sack or an interception, a key moment in the game, if I could say it like that. I mean, there was pressure all game. I feel like there was pressure the entire game from the defensive line that was there. I feel like the coverage was really good. There might have been a couple plays that the coverage wasn't good, but other than that, I think the defense was there to play against Chicago.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, Chicago's not, I wouldn't say they're horrible. I just think that they're not playing as a team. They started out good against Minnesota in the first half and then shit the bed in the second half. In the first half, they were keeping up with us up until that late score at the end of the half, and they put us up 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the overall game stats, You have for total yards, the Bears had 339, the Lions had 511. Passing yards, the Bears had 205, the Lions had 334. Rushing yards, the Bears had 134, the Lions had 177. The Bears were averaging 5.3 yards per play, and the Lions were averaging 8.8 yards per play. First downs, the Bears had 19, the Lions had 25. Third downs, the Bears were 7 for 13, the Lions were 4 for 10. Fourth downs, 0 for 2 for the Bears, and the Lions were 1 for 1. And sacks allowed, the Bears allowed 4. The Lions allowed 0 sacks. 0 sacks.
Well, that's a big thing right there. I mean, against Green Bay, how many sacks did we allow, and how many times did Jared Goff get hit or was running for his life?
Yep. And I think I can't see it all on my screen yet, but I'm waiting for it to come across the ticker because it's on my phone. It won't show the whole thing. But penalties, the Lions, looks like the Lions had 0 penalties. Oh, no, penalties, the Bears had 8 for 50 yards. The Lions had 3 for 28 yards. And the turnovers, the Bears had 2, the Lions had none. Time of possession, 29-41 for the Bears and 30-20 for the Lions. Pretty equal in time of possession, but I mean, overall in the game stats, the Lions definitely outplayed the Bears.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you have the ball if you can't score either.
Agree, 100%. Those of you that don't know, Statman is currently en route to a location in his vehicle.
Yeah, I apologize.
He's driving safely right now, which is good. We don't want him paying attention to his phone and not paying attention to the road.
I am paying attention to driving right now.
Exactly, which is good. So overall, man, I was very, very, very happy with that performance against the Bears.
Oh, absolutely. And I said it in the pregame that this game was a must-win. They came out and they won the game because if we would have lost to Chicago, I don't know. I feel a lot differently about our team. We lost to a team like Chicago.
No, yeah, and that's the thing. If we would have came out and played that game like we played the first week, then you know there's trouble afoot. But we did not. We showed up. The Lions that we're used to seeing showed up against the Bears.
Yeah, and another thing that credited the win was our fan base in Ford Field. I tell you what, that stadium was rocking.
It was. Yeah, we had Eminem, Jimmy Fallon, like all kinds of people there.
There was delay of games. There was false starts, all caused by the crowd noise. It always helps when you have a home field advantage like that.
Yeah, and if you watch the videos, there's videos like on TikTok of Bears fans watching the game, how excited they were at the very beginning, and then it all went downhill.
There's actually some images of the fans looking in disbelief at some points of the game.
It kind of looked like what I looked like. What I looked like on week 1 is what the Bears look like week 2. I was pretty blown away by. But hey, man, that's in the past. We said it after week 1 that we can't let that loss, determine the season. And obviously the Lions can still play. Obviously the coordinators are doing their jobs. And obviously Dan Campbell can coach a football team without Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn.
And for all them trolling Lions fans or so-called Lions fans that said to fire Dan Campbell, fire John Morton, fire Kelvin Shepard, y'all are idiots. You don't know football. Every team has a bad game, and now you can choke on your words.
Look at KC right now.
Everybody said Pat Mahomes hasn't lost 2 games in a row.
No, he did. Which we will have, if just real quick, just refresher, Wednesday nights, we will be back for our NFL Pick'em show. So make sure you join us Wednesday, as that's the start of our week. We start on Wednesdays. And then again, the day before and the day after the Lions game at 7 p.m., we will be here live for you guys as well. Now, Statman, I don't want to keep, we're almost at the 30-minute mark. I don't want to keep you going because I know that you're about to get to your next destination that you have to go into. So I think
No,
for tonight.
I still got some time till I'm there.
Okay. Well, we got about 9 minutes left, so I don't want to interrupt your thing you gotta do.
You're not going to interrupt anything right now. I'm good to go.
No, I honestly, one of the big things that I do, I know there was a couple injuries. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look to see what the outcomes were of those. I know Davenport got hurt, I believe, right?
Yeah, Brian Branch got hurt. Mahogany was down for a minute. Our left guard.
I think Branch too was like right at towards the end, I think, right?
Yeah. He's walking kind of funny off the field too.
Let me see if I can find anything here. Yeah, he left with a shoulder injury in the third quarter. Dan Campbell said he's still getting things looked at, and we'll see where that's at for Monday. Who else? Aiden Hutchinson. He did, he had that roll up in the second half. Dan Campbell said he's a little sore, but he's okay.
We're going to need him too because we have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson next.
Christian Mahogany left the game in the second half. Dan Campbell said he thinks he'll be okay. And that's all they have listed on here. They don't have Branch on here, an update on Branch.
Well, hopefully he's good because we're going to need him to take down Derrick Henry.
One of the hardest things with doing this is a lot of times they don't have all the information right away that you can find on those injuries. So as soon as hopefully we'll have an update for you, at least on the injury report for next week. But I think are we going into Baltimore on Monday night?
Yes. We got Baltimore Ravens. We got Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. Last time we went into Baltimore, we got absolutely embarrassed.
Talk about a test.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge test for us. And the Browns had a good game plan defensively against Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I just hope that we kind of watch film of that game because Derrick Henry, he got put under, I don't even think he eclipsed 30 yards in that game rushing.
No, he did not do well. So, I mean, that just tells you can stop him.
You can stop him. But then you got to stop Lamar Jackson in his arm. And that's what ultimately
I don't want to
killed
get
him.
Too far into that one because we do have that pregame show coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
But it will. I think that game is definitely going to be the Lions' first real test. No offense to the Packers or the Bears, but I mean it's the Ravens. So if we come out of that one with a win, that's saying something right there.
It's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, Statman. So what your final thoughts for the Bears-Lions game?
My final thoughts is we had an offense that actually played offense. We had an offensive line that actually did their job and blocked. And they had continuity. And we just got to keep that going and keep building on that. And I think for future games, we're looking pretty damn good offensively and defensively. So I think the sky's the limit for us this year.
I agree with you on that 100%. My note would be to hopefully keep Tesla in the game. That's one thing that I could say that I want to see more of. And thank you to whoever just subscribe to our podcast as we're now at 257 subscribers. Boom, boom. So thank you to that person.
Appreciate all of you for subscribing, all of you that are watching. We truly couldn't do this without the fans, without the supporters. So thank you.
Yeah. And a quick reminder, if you are ever interested in coming on this show and talking Lions football with us, send us a message, one of us, myself or the stat man, and let us know. And we will definitely work out for you to come on and talk some Lions football. We don't mind at all.
Got that right.
Well, stat man, on behalf of myself and yourself, I think that is all the time for today.
One Pride, Victory Monday. Let's keep it rolling.
One Pride. Hey, thank you guys all for tuning in. We will see you guys Wednesday night for our NFL Pick'em show, 7 p.m. Make sure to tune in. Go enjoy some doubleheader Monday Night Football coming your way.